So please join me in welcoming Diane, because when business bounces the right way, it's magic. Diane,
hopefully. Oh. Through all of those companies that I worked for and all the moves that I made and all the cities that I lived in and all the people that worked for me, I was always trying to find a way to figure out what's most important to that one person and how can they be motivated to do their part in the team even better. And how can we grow them and how can we help them get where they want to go and so forth. And about 25 years ago, I discovered Gallup Strength Finders. The first thing that I want to talk to you a little bit about Strength Finders is everyone has strengths, and each person, just like you have your DNA, you have a combination of talents and skills where you're the best. Your talents do more than make you unique. They serve as our best opportunities for excellence. Excellence in everything. It doesn't just have to be your work, but it can be everything else that you're involved with in your life. Now that you're seeing Strength Finders, you're going to see it in a lot more places. It's kind of like buying a red car and you see red cars everywhere. And people put it on their email signatures, people put them on their business cards. I mean, it has touched just so many companies and organizations that now that you know a little bit about it, you're going to see it everywhere. And when you see someone's strengths that you're doing business with, or you're trying to build a relationship with, or you're getting to know on a personal level, this is a great way to just get an understanding of what their strengths DNA is. I'm happy to communicate by phone or by email if some of your strengths tangle you up or if some of your strengths make you mad. Mark is a good example of this. I did a facilitation like this with our top 70 executives when the company had gotten pretty big. And Mark didn't like his fifth strength, so he walked around the room and wanted to buy a new strength. And he didn't like what the word meant. Once he figured out what the word meant, he was fine with it. Now Angel has decided that he has a particular strength, so he's just decided it's his sixth strength, because you guys through the test, through the assessment, have your top 5. The system tells us that everybody fires from your top 5. It's where you live, it's where you can have the biggest impact. And as you go down your strengths list, if Michael had spent $2,500 per person and we had done the entire report of 34, the system tells us you really can't do much about your bottom strengths. It might be good to kind of understand what those are, but in every single case I have ever seen in all the years I've worked at this, any job, any objective, anything you want to pull off can be done with your top 5. So a manager, imagine this, a manager in Clear Channel said to me one time, okay, I'm going to put together all the strengths of my top salespeople. Sales manager was talking about, this was the New York market. I'm going to put together a list of all the top strengths of my top salespeople. Then I'm going to give the assessment to the people I interview. And if they don't have those strengths that my top salespeople have, I'm not hiring them. I'm like, stop! That is not how this works. Every job can be done with any 5, and all 34 are awesome. Strengths will become a language for you all if you enjoy this, and it'll also be a joke because you'll look at Michael and you'll go, stop maximizing this. And you'll see why you're going to say that to him in just a second. People exceptionally talented in the maximizer theme focus on strengths as a way to stimulate personal and group excellence. They seek to transform something strong into something superb. Awesome. We have a lot of them. People exceptionally talented in the achiever theme work hard and possess a great deal of stamina. They take immense satisfaction in being busy and productive. Very cool. Have a seat. People exceptionally talented in the activator theme can make things happen by turning thoughts into action. They are often impatient because they want to move quickly. People exceptionally talented in adaptability theme prefer to go with the flow. They tend to be now people who take things as they come and they discover the future one day at a time. People exceptionally talented in the analytical theme search for reasons and causes. They have the ability to think about the factors that might affect a situation. Cool. People exceptionally talented in the arranger theme can organize, but they also have a flexibility that complements this ability. They like to determine how all of the pieces and resources can be arranged for maximum productivity. People exceptionally talented in the belief theme have certain core values that are unchanging. Out of these values emerge a defined purpose for their lives. Awesome. Communication is not in my top 5. And when we got our strengths, Mark looked at my 34 list. And he goes, well, you are in charge of all of our communication in internal and PR externally and the Washington regulation and legislation. And communication is your number 26. I have to fire you now. And I'm like, oh, but contraire. And I explained to him my top 5 and how they apply. But that's the kind of mistake you can make that to misunderstand. So communication, people exceptionally talented in the communication theme generally find it easy to put their thoughts into words. They're good conversationalists and good presenters. Awesome. People exceptionally talented in competition theme measure their progress against the performance of others, and they strive to win first place and revel in contests. People exceptionally talented in the connectedness theme have faith in the links among all things. They believe there are few coincidences and that most everything has a meaning and it's linked up. People exceptionally talented in the consistency theme are keenly aware of the need to treat people the same. They try to treat everyone equally by setting up clear rules and adhering to them. People exceptionally talented in the context theme enjoy thinking about the past. They understand the present by researching its history. People exceptionally talented in the developer theme recognize and cultivate the potential in others. They spot the signs of each small improvement and derive satisfaction from evidence of progress. People exceptionally talented in the discipline theme enjoy routine and structure. Their world is best described by the order they create. People exceptionally talented in the empathy theme can sense other people's feelings by imagining themselves in other lives or situations. People exceptionally talented in the focus theme can take direction, follow through, and make the corrections necessary to stay on track. They prioritize and then act. We had one person in Clear Channel who went back to their department head meeting and said, after learning focus, and said, I am in charge now. People exceptionally talented in the futuristic theme. What? People exceptionally talented in the futuristic theme are inspired by the future and what could be. They energize others with their visions for the future. People exceptionally talented in harmony look for consensus. They don't enjoy conflict. Rather, they seek areas of agreement. Okay, people exceptionally talented in ideation theme are fascinated by ideas. They are able to find connections between the seemingly disparate phenomena. People exceptionally talented in the input theme have a craving to know more. Often they like to collect and archive all kinds of information. The people exceptionally talented in the positivity theme have contagious enthusiasm.
We do?
Yes. You are upbeat and you can get others excited about what you're doing. People exceptionally talented in the relator theme enjoy close relationships with others. They find deep satisfaction in working hard with friends to achieve a goal. People exceptionally talented in the self-assurance theme feel confident in their ability to manage their own lives and their business. They possess an internal compass that gives them confidence that their decisions are right. Really talented in the strategic theme, create alternative ways to proceed. Faced with any given scenario, they can quickly spot the relevant patterns and issues. The last step I want to take is to go around the group and tell us one thing that stood out today that you enjoyed learning.
After doing this and everything, I thought it was going to be like a psychological evaluation. I was like, oh great, everybody's going to know how screwed up I am.
Helps to understand people you work with.
Written out and to see the certain words actually apply to yourself, it was kind of an eye-opener for me. Because some of those I was like, oh, I do that every day.
And I think it's neat that we got to do that as a group.
So I think that's really going to help us, as we move forward, make people more successful in what it is that we're asking them to do.
When Diane and Michael, we met, I was like, yeah, let's do this. It's awesome. And then when we go back to the office, hopefully we'll continue to know what everybody's strength and understand everybody. So I think this is just great.
Team Alamo is coming together and seeing how we balance and how there'll be some complementary things is good.
Nice. Your top 5, your strengths, can be even further magnified by being aware of what what other people can help you, because you might be missing a component. And so although they say pair up, totally good to do, absolutely, and especially partnering in projects and so forth, they aren't going to necessarily help you be good at a weakness. They're going to apply their strengths to your strength, and that's where the combustion is just so powerful. So that's such a good perspective and a good perspective too, that's why teams, opposites attract, and people that are different work well together. But I'll also tell you, sometimes the most efficient process would be to put people like you in a room and drive, because you're going to think alike and you're going to get to whatever your objective is a little bit quicker. We never can always construct our own teams, though. We never can decide who's on our team or in our family or whatever. So, that's why the complementary components are so important.
Better customer service. That's what we're about. Our job is to surround ourselves with our 6,400 volunteers. And we got to guarantee those 6,400 volunteers we work with, because there's only 40 of us, right? We got to make sure those 6,400 volunteers we work with on a daily basis are happy. Because if they're happy, they're going to help us. And they're going to help us accomplish our mission, which is what? Serve our kids.
But have a great weekend, and thank you so much.